It's like you got to deal with a lot of creepy shit. That is one thing women have to deal with. The guys don't. There is a lot of creepy shit that comics do. Like, yeah, no, hey, I could, maybe we could, it's like.
Oh, really?
You know what, comics, like, if a comic's a good comic and they've been around, they're cool usually. It's the, like, bookers or the club owners who treat you like you're a novelty act.
Honey.
Who's just gonna come and just bleed all over the stage. You're like, no, like, I'm a comic. Can you just they'll, like, bring me on stage, like, this next lady, like, I'm gonna do magic, you know? I'm like, can you just bring me up like a comic, you know?
That would be nice, yeah.
Yeah, the bookers.
Next we have a comedian.
Right. This lady's funny, and everyone just gets ready for hatred and like to throw tomatoes.
Piss break.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, here we go.
Or our next act is really hot. It's like, you doing
yeah.
Really?
Jim Norton.
Well,
and they all expect Jim, and then I walk out. Everybody puts their dicks away and gets ready to be disappointed. Yeah, but yeah, the sexual harassment is, but it's the kind of thing that I'm like, I'm gonna miss it when it's gone. I'll be like, that booker didn't even stare at my ass.
It never goes away.
Am I losing it?
It never goes away.
I'll be an 80-year-old bag lady.
Someone will be trying to fuck you.
Oh, I hope so. Let's hope.
It's just the way men
That's a
are.
nice compliment.
Let's pray.
That's
wonderful.
A nice compliment you just
Was
gave
it a nice compliment?
Thank you.
Yes.
As an
Men will
80-year-old.
always try to fuck you, even at 80. Remember that.
Oh, my dreams.
Did you, were you promiscuous growing up?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I mean, in college, like, I had 3 strong years where I did a lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
Where girls are like, what's your number? You know, like, how many... And I'm like... Are you kidding me? Like, my sister, like, brings out a calculator. She's like, I'll handle this one. I'm like, but yeah, it was like I had a boyfriend, and then I had 3 years. I was like, this is probably when I should do this. And the thing is, in college, I was just drinking my own body weight and eating it.
Great.
So I was like another 15 pounds that I am now, running around wearing like animal print and a tube top, being like, all right, boys, let's do this. And
Wow.
I had no idea.
What was the criteria for, like, getting in your pants back then? Did you need a sense of humor,
it was usually,
maybe some good looks?
Oh, no.
Drugs?
No.
booze?
One time I slept with a guy because he walked up to me in a bar and was like, when did this guy get here? And just pointed down, and he had an erection. And I was like, that's hilarious. Let's do this.
When did this guy get
That
me?
worked?
When did this, it worked.
That is a great line.
We wound up dating. Like, we lived together for a while. It was obviously a horribly abusive relationship in the end. But I miss it.
Wait, is that what he pointed?
He goes, when did this guy get here? Then double pointed down to his penis.
both index fingers.
And
When did this guy get
I was like, can I buy you a drink?
He is brilliant.
That's
Yes.
great.
That's a keeper.
Do you know how inspirational that is to men all over that actually worked once?
No, oh my God, do not try
Don't
this, man.
try it,
Do
no.
not try this. Unless she's a
Understand
comic. Unless she's a comic.
Yeah. True. Wow. Damn. Did you
wasn't
enjoy yourself or just feel guilty?
What, after sleeping with guys?
like you know.
Oh, yeah. It was because my self-esteem was rock bottom. That's why I
is
also have
that?
a lower back tattoo. It just happens. It just happens. Like, when you're 18, you know, you're coming from high school where you had a good handle on things, and then you're, like, thrown back in. I went to Towson, which was, at the time, voted the Playboy's hottest. So I was competing against 9,000 other girls, most of them from
Where's
Maryland.
Towson? Oh, it is
in Baltimore.
Maryland.
Yeah.
There's a horrible
Yeah.
gig there. Tracy's at the Bowman in Towson, Maryland,
I never
off
did it.
695.
Really?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Great. Can you get
Was it
Can you get me
racially?
in?
Was it racially diverse?
Yeah, not. I haven't been racially diverse,
No.
but it was. Yeah,
Thank God.
I just don't want my stock to go down.
Yeah. They call that damaged goods.
Is that what they call it? I'm trying
Yeah.
to keep my stock up.
You're not
Well,
damaged goods, right?
All white
No.
guys.
You're
not-
good.
no,
She's
yeah.
still good.
I've never
still
gone to the dark side. I've thought
No.
about it.
You know, it's,
I don't shy away from that porn.
Certain websites I go to that talk about women that have gone in that direction. They call the women coal burners
Wow, I like it.
because it's like putting coal in the coal burning stove. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it. The guys at the
yeah.
cellar, the black guys call me pure uncut cocoa because I'm just scared to do it because, you know, the phrase, like, once you go black, your parents don't talk to you anymore.
Exactly.
It's hard. I don't think it's worth it. It might be. I'll find out. I'll probably find out eventually.
All you have to do is watch a few episodes of First 48 or Forensic Files or stuff like that and just see how those relationships go.
Okay,
It's usually the
good.
guy in an interrogation room and the girl in a shallow grave.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Oh, the great shows, believe me.
I've gotten into some of the interracial porn. Me
too.
I
Yeah?
never liked it before, but I do like to see a white
upsets me.
vagina wrecked.
Why does it
upsets me.
Interracial porn's all right.
No, it upsets me to watch. I can't watch
Really?
it.
Why?
Yeah,
Either way.
I just don't like watching. No, the white guy with the black girl. That's take it or leave it.
That's
kind
under
of
comedy.
thing. But like
Yeah,
the
you're
black
like,
guy and the
stop
white
wasting
girl.
her time.
I just sit there and think like, oh, what happened?
Really?
Yeah.
You can't get
I'm
past that?
horribly racist.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, I just can't.
He at least admits it. Most people don't, Amy, so
I
that's
can't
refreshing.
look at that. And if that's what you're into, whatever. Go ahead, have a pisser. But I can't watch it on video without getting like angry.
Yeah, I can see that. Sometimes I'm watching, I'm like, oh my God, like is he giving her sickle cell? I don't know how it works. I'm not a doctor, but it looks like it's an option.
That looks dangerous.
It's really dangerous.
And we got to get into the shoplifting.
Yes?
I was in Atlantic City, and Amy was telling me about her past, and she was a big shoplifter.
Dude, I didn't even
Really?
until you
A big
just said that. I didn't
shoplifter.
even know that about you.
Oh yeah.
She
You're
was
a bad girl.
She was-
yeah,
she-
I'm a
that-
bad seed.
Yeah. Where do we go with this? I mean, where did the shoplift? When did it start?
I started like stealing things. Like when I was the first time I was arrested was in the San Francisco.
The first time. But you didn't hear. The first
Arrested.
time.
I thought my record was clean. I did that show Last Comic Standing, and they were like, okay, the lawyers do a background check. So I had a lawyer friend of mine check me out. He's like, no, you're good. But the NBC lawyers were like, okay, let's walk through your past. And I was like, okay, this is embarrassing.
Memory lane.
At first I was just stealing like things. It was really just for the adrenaline. It wasn't like I was stealing like shot glasses or
You don't
t-shirts
need
or
'em,
bathing
yeah.
suits. Yeah, it was just, and then it became, I was kind of like, I had runners. Because you could return things for cash at this place in Baltimore. You could just return things, and they would just, without a receipt, anything.
Wonderful. In
So I did
Baltimore?
it enough.
Great.
I mean, you could go in and be like, this was $1,000, and they give you cash. Like it's Vegas. So then I started having my friends in college. I'd be like, okay, you return this for me, and I'll give you $20. So they would hand me 500, and I'd be like, here's for your troubles. It was
Wow.
bad. Kenny right now is like the cop in him just wants to kill me.
Yeah.
No. Cop in him wants to steal just like that.
Yeah, so I wound up being arrested when I was like 21 or 22.
First time?
No, but this time it was like
That was the big
not
one.
just
Yeah,
disturbing the
she had a
peace.
big one.
It was grand larceny.
Yeah.
And that's an adult
What did you
and
steal?
everything.
Just like a lot of stuff from Bloomingdale's.
Okay.
And it was like, but I was with my cousin, and she was like really emotionally disturbed at the time, and she had a shoplifting problem too. So we were in the back, and like this guy comes back, really cocky, like he's wearing my boots, and he's like, "So, why'd you steal from my store?" And I was just trying to make her laugh. I'm like,
Well,
"Well, Mr. Bloomingdale," and what they do is they lay out everything that you've stolen, so they can like find out how much it is. And I'm like looking over, like, where were you going to wear that? Just like trashing what each other was taking. So yeah, but I didn't wind up, serving any.
Wait, how did it work? I haven't gotten stopped in so many years. So you're putting all this stuff in a bag?
I would, like just bring it, maybe 2 of it into the dressing room, and then take the tags off, and leave something in there, and
Isn't
then
that so obvious,
walk out with a shopping bag for years and years. Like,
Wow.
yeah, no, I would literally
Wow.
say at least $100,000 worth of stuff.
Wow.
From my beginning to end of shopping.
How did you get stopped? Where were you when the guy stopped you? You walking out the door?
Bloomingdale's walking out the door. I'd never stolen from there before, but my cousin was like, "It's so easy here." And then I found out they are the hardest prosecutors ever. They take that
Way to go,
serious.
man.
They really
Yeah, they
run
don't.
us
They
through
frown
the ringer.
upon it.
It is way frowned upon. Yeah.
So you're walking out the door, and what?
I would stash all of the tags in like a perfume box or somewhere, and then just have a shopping bag that I already had, just more full, and just walking out the door. No sensors on anything.
Right.
And when I got stopped, it was like a bunch of detectives had like kind of been on us. White girls, like these entitled assholes. Like, of course they're following us, and they stopped us outside the door, but they can't touch you. So it was like this awkward shuffle. And I was taught to run. Like we ran from the cops my entire childhood. That's what you did. We like practice hopping fences and stuff. So I was like, but my cousin was with me, and she's a little crazy, so I was like, all right, let's just do what these people want us to do.
But were you scared when they stopped you?
Oh, it sucked.
It does.
But
right?
it was, I really believe it. It is like, you hear if a guy's innocent, he'll stay up all night in jail, but if he's guilty, he sleeps like a baby because he's caught. It was like that. I was like, all right, it was almost a relief.
You're right.
Like,
they caught me.
maybe
Finally.
I have to stop doing this. It's getting
The
ludicrous.
detectives come around you. I would figure they would stop you and go, stuff has been stolen. Have you seen any black people?
I know. I just pointed at a brother. I was like,
I think
you're looking for
Thank you,
Raheem.
young ladies. Thank you for your help. Your assistance. You're fine citizens.
Items are missing.
wish.
Have you been injured?
Can I help you with your bags to your car?
Yeah, I think